Hello and welcome to today's session. I hope you're all doing amazingly well from whichever part of the world you are watching. Today, I'd like to tell you about what exactly you get inside the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. And not only that, I will also give you a glimpse into what it looks like to become a consultant, the journey, because I think sometimes we underestimate what that path looks like. And I'll also tell you the skills you will need to develop in order to become a successful consultant. Now, these are most probably skills that you have, but you will be required to take them to a completely different level. And once you've developed those skills, I'll also tell you what results you will have created for yourself, having gone through the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. Now, yesterday I spoke about what I see wellness directors who want to transition into consulting do when they want to make that leap. The 7 deadly mistakes they make and why they are mistakes. And I thought it was very important to share it with you so that you don't make those same mistakes. Because if you make those mistakes, you will not have success with wellness. And you will think that your lack of success with wellness consulting is because consulting is not lucrative for you, when in fact it is. It's just the how you're going about transitioning into consulting that doesn't serve you. So, if you're ready, let's dive into what you get in the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. First, and the most important, when I was designing the blueprint, I didn't want it to be just another course full of information, which is fantastic, but information that I really can't implement, information that I have to digest into a language that I understand, implement it, and also get results. So I designed this Wellness Consultant Blueprint so that it is a container you step into. It's an experience you step into to transition from where you are today, long outgrown operations, into where you want to be, a very successful wellness consultant who is signing clients. So this is the process you will actually have inside the blueprint. So you will move through 5 modules, each that builds on one another. So each one takes you to the next step in your transition from spa director to consultant. In module 1, you choose your consulting path, and that is today, not someday. You'll discover that there are 3 types of consulting paths, and you don't need to pick your forever one. You'll choose the one that fits where you are today, using your current experience and network, and you are not starting from zero. Then, in module 2, you will learn how to package your superpowers into a signature offer. So you'll identify what you do better than most people in wellness. Not everything, not the entire kitchen sink, just one thing. And then you will package it into a clear, high value consulting offer with a specific transformation for a specific client. Then in module 3, you will position yourself as the obvious choice. You will learn to talk about what you do with absolute clarity, so potential clients instantly understand your value and why you're the only person who can help them. And then in module 4, you will sign your first clients and actually deliver transformation. You'll start conversations, you make offers and sign your first clients without doubting or undercharging. And you'll deliver results by solving strategic problems and not firefighting how you were before in being the spa director. And lastly, in module 5, You will build your safety net before you leap. So you will calculate your survival number, what you actually need to feel secure. Then you design a transition plan that protects your income while you grow. And your safety net isn't the backup plan for when things don't work out. It is the plan that lets you build sustainably without fear. And you will not only get access to all those 5 modules, you will also get additional support because you don't become a consultant by just absorbing information. You become the consultant by applying it. And when you apply all these 5 steps, is when you'll see that you need support. And this is where the consultant blueprint is different. You will also get Ask Sonal. So what is it? It is daily on-demand coaching. So you know those moments where you are mid-course, mid-lesson, and your brain goes, oh my God, I don't know how to implement this, or I don't know how this could work for me. That is where Ask Sonal comes in. So inside the member portal, you can pause the training, hit Ask Sonal, and send me your question right there. So pricing, proposals, mindset, client conversations, all of it. And I personally read and respond to every question during business hours. And you can ask an unlimited number of questions related to the blueprint as you're implementing it. And you also get lifetime access because you don't need to be confused. And not seeing progress is also optional. And you don't need to figure things out all on your own. I've already walked this path. So make use of me. And this is the one-on-one guidance you get as you go. So it's real-time coaching from someone who's been exactly where you are, holding your hand through the entire process. So you'll never be left wondering, am I doing this right? Does this work for me? You will know exactly how to make it for you. And I'll be walking with you along your side, step by step. The other amazing thing you get with the blueprint is what I call the private WhatsApp community. And in this case, for this very first round of the Wellness Consultant Blueprint, it's the Founders Circle. So you don't transform or grow in isolation. It happens through speaking with people. And that's why you will join the private WhatsApp community. It's a high focus community for wellness leaders walking the same path of you. So this is a group of driven professionals learning, sharing, and supporting each other to sign clients and build consulting practices that last. So every time you step into this space, your energy lifts. You feel motivated. You feel seen and understood. You hear real examples, real breakthroughs, and real encouragement. And you'll get feedback on your offers, your proposals, how you're speaking to your clients, the difficult conversations, and even advice on how to actually prepare a proposal, how to deal with a difficult situation. And these are people who are going on the same journey as you. So this community on its own is worth the entire program because it gives you one thing most consultants never have in their first year. And that is a powerful circle of peers who remind you that you're not crazy, you're not behind, and you're definitely not alone. And if that's not enough, you also get the bi-weekly live group coaching calls. So Here is where the deeper shifts actually happen. When you see another wellness leader get coached, you suddenly realize that's me. Because when you are in your problem, you're so in it, you cannot see why you're making mistakes. You cannot see the trees from the woods. Whereas when you're seeing someone else be coached, you're not personally linked to their problem. And you can finally see and things click. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm actually doing that. So you watch someone share a fear or a struggle you've carried for years, and it clicks, and you realize you're definitely not the only one. And you begin to normalize the very things you used to judge yourself for. You learn to see your blind spots faster, and you learn to coach yourself through them. The exact skill you'll need as a consultant who will be selling themselves every day. And these calls are where you bring real situations, client doubts, proposal fears, pricing insecurities, and you get coached through them live. And when it's your turn, you'll be coached by someone who's failed publicly. I have failed publicly. I have rebuilt twice. And I have still managed to build a multi six-figure practice doing the work I love. So I have walked down your path because it's not about learning more knowledge, more wellness trends. You need someone who knows the terrain. You need someone who guides you. And why all this support matters is because you actually need someone to show you the way. You know, consulting isn't about only having the knowledge and the skill set, as I just mentioned earlier on. It is also about having the courage to keep doing it, even when it's uncomfortable, confusing, scary. And that's what the 3 layers give you. Ask Sonal gives you clarity. The Founder Circle private WhatsApp group gives you community. And the life coaching calls give you transformation. And together, they make sure that you actually finish, apply, and benefit from what you've learned. So you're not stuck, you're not lost, you're not getting demotivated because you're not seeing the results fast enough. You actually get those results and become the consultant you know you can become. So to recap, inside the Wellness Consultant Blueprint, you get 5 weeks of live training with me to move you from spa director to consultant. So each of those 5 modules, I will be going live each week as of the 27th of October, going live with each of those steps each week, 1 step per week. You also get Ask Sonal, daily on-demand coaching with lifetime access. Because here's the thing, you just don't walk through the 5-step process once. You have to walk through it many times until you become a master at it. You also get the Founder Circle community, so a private WhatsApp community with zero drama, and you get bi-weekly live coaching calls to break through any blocks or difficulties you're going through. And you get lifetime access to everything for the investment of 2,000 euros. And those 2,000 euros, you can make your full return on investment when you sign your first client. So this is everything you need to build your consulting practice, sign clients, and make your return on investment. So that is the 5-step process of what you actually get in the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. For your investment, a one-time payment of 2,000 euros. Now, I've talked about what you get in the blueprint. Now I'm going to tell you what it actually looks like to become that consultant. I'm going to talk about the 4 phases you will experience and the skills you will also need to develop. So, when you are going to go through the 5-step process to become a consultant, this is what the experience will look like. You will first enter into phase 1. And I've softly put it as Mount Possibility. So this is where you feel free and you suddenly see all possibility. So you will choose your consulting path and suddenly see opportunities everywhere, opportunities that you never ever knew existed, simply because you never were looking at them, you weren't searching for them. And then you'll suddenly see, wow, this person exactly needs what I offer. And that company has a problem I know I can solve. And you'll feel excited about the future for the first time in a very long time. So everything feels open and anything feels possible. That's when you are at the top, your emotional high. And if you've heard me and you've been following me for a while, you know I also refer to it as the emotional cycle of change. And man possibility is also man stupid. When we are the most naive, but the most excited. And it's a very important phase to be in. Then you get into phase 2, the valley of despair. This is when you start feeling the discomfort and the growth. So you'll start having conversations and making this offers. Some people will say yes. And you know what? Many will say no. And what that will actually provoke in you is that you will doubt yourself. You will think, am I charging enough? Too much? Or should I have said yes to that project? Why did they choose someone else? And without a boss or a set schedule, discipline will be your new muscle. And this phase 2, is where most people throw in the towel because it is so uncomfortable. And the last time we were truly uncomfortable, learning and failing, learning and failing, and then getting up was such a long time ago that when we have to do it again at this high level of our careers, it doesn't feel fun. But if you hang in and you keep going, something will shift. And that is when you enter phase 3, the valley of strength. And this is where you start to build capacity. Each client teaches you something. Each proposal gets sharper. And each no, you still get them, but they hurt less. And you begin to see patterns. You see, these are my people. This is who I really want to work with. This is the work that lights me up. And this is what I'm exceptional at. And this is what I suck at. I definitely don't want to be doing this. So you're no longer trying to prove yourself. You are refining yourself. You're becoming that master. The work gets harder, yes, but you also get stronger. And when you manage to make it past the valley of strength and build your capacity, you get into Mount Transformation. You become the consultant. So you stop saying, I used to be the director of Dogs Bollocks brand or Cats Meow brand. And today you own the title. I'm a wellness consultant who does ... And you make decisions like a consultant. You say no to projects that don't align with you. You price for transformation, not just the hours you're working. And you lead with conviction. And you have proof this works. You have your own case studies, repeat clients' referrals, and not what you did as an employee, but people who have hired you and who you've delivered results to. And then you realize you could never, ever go back, no matter what someone offered you. that you have built something truly unique, something that is yours. And when you are at this stage, when you have gone through those phases, you will have created that result of becoming the consultant who has signed the first client on repeat. And no job out there, no matter how seductive, will rope you back into a position or a situation you know that you don't want to go through. So, my wellness leader friends, this is exactly what you get in the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. And I have no bars held. I have revealed everything of what that experience will look like. And tomorrow, I'm going to tell you what skills you need to develop for you to successfully transition through these 4 phases that I have just talked about, and what results wait for you when you develop those skill sets. So until tomorrow, my dear friends, have a lovely day. And if you're ready to take the leap, head over to the comments section and join the Wellness Consultant Blueprint. Enrollment close in a couple of days. Take care now.